Right, apologies, gents. A stupid question coming up.
Yeah.
Is it any tyres? Is it any tyres or is it soft?
You want? Any tyres you
Yeah,
want?
you want to
for the
start
first
intermediates,
race.
mate.
Any
Well,
tyres you want for the first race. If you're going to do your usual tactic, I would suggest that's a good idea. Up to you.
Well, it's a sprint race first, isn't it?
It is 15 minutes, but it's roadcast, so roadcast chew the tyres up faster than most.
Okay, well, that's giving me food for thought right there. Yeah, I am good to go, everybody.
Cool, I just need to set the grid so nobody's allowed to tick out.
I am good to go.
The room seems very empty tonight.
Mr.
Oh, it's got a lovely, silky smooth gearbox, this car.
Mr. Jam.
Water says hello and good luck.
Hi, Graham.
Evening. Hi, mate.
There.
All right, Governor.
Alright, Governor.
All right, Governor.
Governor. Hey,
Right,
Governor.
good to go, everyone.
Boy.
Yeah, ready to go. All the best,
Just
gentlemen. Have an absolutely splendid race.
Oh.
Be good.
Oh, lovely.
Fucking splendid.
Better run.
Oh, what flavour have you got tonight, Graham?
Rhubarb and custard. Oh, the apple pie. It sounds bloody lovely, whatever it is. Not that I smoke, but it does sound very nice, I've got to say.
That was weird because I didn't get a countdown, but I hope you guys did.
I think everybody's got off all right, haven't they?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Somebody, massive lag.
Massive lag. Same as always, if somebody's a bit laggy, just give them space. If it doesn't sort itself out, we didn't do a network reset, so we'll do one for the moment.
Christ, Racing Centre's just on it. Or Graham, should I say. Mr. Driving Standards.
Oh, drifter.
Oh, he's got me,
I lost so much time just then.
Oh god, here we go. That was a weird view. Literally, it was 90 degrees side on, and you just see one car and then 3 cars literally within 3 inches of each other.
Oh,
Oh, he committed suicide.
What
what happened there?
Did you get a bit sideways? Oh god, big snap. Somehow you managed to get no
Yeah.
damage though. I was half expecting you to be like fucking crippled. Oh, there's no bits of the car left. It's all
Graham.
in the wall.
Graham's got a penalty.
What have you done?
Well, you got a setup from the guy who doesn't race.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
that always happens to me. I've got practice and everything's fine. First lap of a race, all over the place.
Might as
Is
well
it
go
because cars handle slightly differently in a race than in a lobby sort of thing? If that makes any sense.
In racing trim, the cars always handle differently to practice.
They do,
Even
don't
if you
they?
have-
I've never understood that.
It's because the practice lobby is like a set condition, whereas race is evolving. So in the actual race, nothing is the same for a second. So
Yeah.
yeah, should be. Should be. I mean, I hope so, because otherwise I'm really fucked up. I like the different rear wings as well. Oh shit, the TV's gonna turn off. Brilliant.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I think my
literally,
soul
I
just
saw
left
that
my
one.
body.
Literally, I look away for 2 seconds, turn around, and T-Jam has started doing like the boom walk, which is quite strange. So yeah, definitely need to do a network reset after this. Oh, good drift.
Oh,
Might
nicely
get a
held.
penalty for that. Why not? Oh, well got away with. 110% commitment on that.
Don't know, but I've got Graham right up my arse. He's sniffing it.
Have you got your brake balance on, Jay-Z? I've just got mine at neutral at the minute.
Oh no!
Oh, last rounds.
Have you got traction control on? or
Watto
not?
said
I've got
Don't
mine on
know.
5, so it's the only way I can get round corners if I don't. No, I'm serious. It is, honestly. It's the only way I can do it.
I've been told by Watto that you should give me 10 points for my drift.
Should what?
Sorry, Z. No. Oh, it's yeah, it's funny, this car, isn't it? It's lovely to drive, but yeah, you can think everything's fine, but then all of a sudden it isn't. Oh, I must
comes
have
back
damage.
to
Oh, I
haunt
have,
you.
yeah. My
Oh yeah, watch that curve. Jesus.
Yeah, it's like an invisible force pulls you out to the left, doesn't it? Oh no, I'm going to do it again. Oh no, no. Oh my
okay.
God. Sorry,
T-Jam.
Diva. Sorry.
D-Jam, we've got a safety car, mate.
Sorry.
First gear.
Goodness me. Everything was going all right for the first 5 minutes.
No, not until you've caught the front two.
I couldn't
Watto is
avoid you,
watching
Mr.
driving
Larson. I'm sorry,
standards.
mate.
Yeah.
No,
so
that's.
don't worry.
I'm sorry. That's totally my fault. Do you want me to just get round to get to the pits, Damo, to repair?
No, just catch the queue. Everybody.
Right.
Once you caught the queue.
I'm alright to pit, aren't I? Is that okay if I pit? Because I'll have to.
Yeah. Everybody pit and repair for you two at the back. Everybody else is optional. Yeah. Jam, if you just want to pick it up, gentle.
You just suddenly appeared in front of me, mate, and it was just like you bounced off the fence, and I tried to miss you, and I just unfortunately caught you. No, it's not. I'm not apportioning any blame to anybody, mate. I just didn't want to hit you. I was trying desperately not to, and it just like
I could.
Oh.
Yeah, I was definitely just a passenger just then.
Right, and anyone who's pit now. As soon as they've come back and caught up with you guys, then we're good to go. So once you've cleared the end of the pit lane, Jam, just drop it back down to first.
Cool.
So clear the end of the pit lane, then
Don't change. Don't be sure. Okay.
I'm probably going to kill my engine doing this.
I've absolutely killed my front splitter and killed my suspension according to this.
Yeah, same here.
From the outside camera, you didn't have a front end left.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, keep it in a straight line, Jam.
Sorry, mate. Right, should you go in front of me and me and you? You in front of me because you went out the pits first, didn't you?
No, I should be behind you because I forgot where you were safety car still when I came out of the pit.
Oh, that's alright. It's alright. So right, we're in the right place now, yeah?
I think so. Yeah, that's it.
Just get level and Jam. You're good to go in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Green. Pit lane's now closed, so anything that happens is tough to this.
I'm staying left, mate, so...
Frenchie's watching the stream as well, always good to see.
No worries. It's not, is it? Oh my god!
Oh. Christ.
Do you know, I don't know if this is because I've been trying to drift all day, or whether I just can't drive tonight.
I forgot where I was, and I've just gone straight on at that corner.
I tapped Graham a little bit.
Yeah.
Or racing sim. I'll let him have that back. I tapped you a little bit.
Watch out.
Cheers, mate. I mean, I was behind you at the time anyway. It was alright.
Flag Central. Oh, he's vibrating. Jam is vibrating.
You can say that again. Christ, my car goes in a straight line, that's for sure.
Oh god, this is going to be carnage, isn't it? Oh, well held. Oh!
Kept it.
What the hell was that? I saw him from the rear, like, sideways. Oh god, this is not going to end well.
I think it's the skill, mate. Frenchie just said that was a sick head-to-head. So I'll be up their backside in a minute. Come on, tyres.
Big. Oh, what? Oh, God, what's going on? You got one more lap to go. Or maybe two. All depends on the slipstream. Massive lag. Oh, I saw Jam. Oh, Jam is off the track around the outside at 200 miles an hour, and then Graham's sideways, and then Jam spawns inside you. No, that was. I was going to say that was just massive lag. T-Jam. What the hell was that? Oh, well done.
I seem to have lucked out. Mind you, there's. I was going to say I'm quite likely to bin it before I get to the finish line.
Oh. Have you? I was going to say, did you put your other setup back on? Just having a dawdle. Nothing wrong with a dawdle. Alright, well that was absolute... Definitely going to say, get a network reset done before the next one, because it's just a really big lag.
What should it be when it's... Because whenever I reset mine, it always goes to 902, I think it is.
902 what?
Megabytes or something. When I delete the cache or whatever, it comes up with 902. Because if I do a couple of liveries, say, that's when it drops right down. If I go to the options and then clear cache, then if I've done a livery or two, it can be down to 700 or something. And then I delete it, and then it goes back up to 902. But it never goes above 902. It seems to be the maximum for me.
Yeah.
Not that I know what that means, but
it needs some temporary files because it's obviously all online based and bullshit. But obviously, if like this lobby's been open for fucking 4 hours, so.
Has it? Oh shit! I didn't know that. Oh right, okay. Oh.
Well, on and off, so it's actually probably been open since 6 o'clock, so it's already 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And it's probably struggling to stay alive. Those people have come and gone, you've changed settings and all this and all that, and by the time everybody's done it once, twice, 3 times.
Yeah.
Everybody got the replay if you want the replay? Anything?
Yep. I do like this car. It's good fun to drive, but yeah, pretty unpredictable.
Okay.
But it's messing with my head a bit, those changes in settings. I kept thinking about it. Because if I leave everything on standard, it makes me sort of feel calm.
Yeah, just ignore all the settings. Cool. Everybody, wickety boo. Right.
Do we need to do? Oh, when do we do the reset? Is it when we tick in now, like?
Yeah, do it now after it loads in and you tick in.
So after we've ticked in, yeah?
Yeah, tick in and then do it.
Okay, mate.
And then I'll give you all 5 minutes to go have a pee, have a cigarette, make a cup of tea, play with the dog.
Make a cup of tea.
And then we'll go at...
Who the hell sang that now? Christ, was it Elastica?
I don't fucking know.
Make a cup of tea, put the record on. Yeah, it was Elastica. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Elastica. What's the fucking band's name?
She
used to go out with Damon Albarn. Justine Frischman, her name was. What the hell was the band?
I do actually.
It wasn't Echo Belly.
Speeder, was it?
It's playing War Thunder.
No, that was Suzanne. She's a writer now. I can't think of her name now either. Louise Wenner, that was Louise Wenner. Elastica, that was it. Elastica, got it. Elastica. Sorry, I digress again. It was Elastica.
Oh, honestly, it drives me mad sometimes. I hear a song or something, I hear a voice, actually. And I think, oh my god, where do I know that voice from? And it can drive me around the bend.
Yeah, and I always end up thinking it's that band, but I call them by another band's name that is similar, but it's not that band, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I was in a pub quiz once, and one of the rounds was a photo, identified a person from the photo. And one of the pictures on the...
Josh, I'm really not interested.
I think he was Clive Woodward, the England rugby coach.
Oh,
and
yes.
It was one of those things where I just knew the face, but I just could not think of his name. It was driving me mad. Because obviously, you just know something's on the tip of your tongue and you just can't quite get it.
Yeah, he was at Southampton for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Football club, that is. As a sort of...
it's like a sports
sports psychology almost, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I live about 20 minutes from St Mary's Stadium.
Okay.
Or about half an hour maybe, with no traffic, 20 minutes. But yeah, so I've popped down there I'd pop down there and try and see Wolves, because I'm a bit of a Wolves fan.
You were absolutely robbed the other day.
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely.
But no, I must admit, I've not lost interest a bit, because I've always been more of a rugby fan. But yeah, it was Nuno. When Nuno was there, I was a huge Wolves fan. I was playing FIFA all the time then, doing a career as a Wolves player and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, over the last sort of 18 months, I suppose,
I've not
FIFA
been
kind of dropped off.
I've not been to Leeds in ages, but I can't afford it.
It's mad, isn't it?
The last time I went to Leeds, because a really close mate of mine was head coach at Oxford as goalkeeper coach, and Leeds played Oxford as part of the Keymar Roof deal that took Roof from Oxford to Leeds, and they played him in front of me. Wayne got me tickets, so I went up and had a cup of tea with him and chatted with him for half an hour, and then watched the game, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then come away, and it was. I couldn't have afforded to have gone if you hadn't got the tickets, so it was like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, same. I mean, I haven't worked since March. I'd sort of toyed with the idea of semi-retirement, but I did last sort of 5 months or so. So I've just applied for and been accepted for interview for an assistant educational psychologist on the Isle of Wight.
Oh, brilliant, mate.
But BSF, the saga of my... so now I am going to be moving in with Katie on the Isle of Wight in about 4 weeks' time.
Okay. I was going to say, how is the lovely Katie? Has she decided to not kill you now, or...?
She's not being nice to me now, because when I told her that I'd applied for a job and been accepted for interview and all of that sort of stuff, I was thinking about saying, what do you think about our previous plan? Let's live together by the beach and see what happens. And I wasn't sure how to kind of broach it with her, but no, she jumped straight in and said, what do you think about living together still? And I was like, I was going to mention that to you actually. But yeah, so it looks like it's on again.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry guys, for the guys that don't know, my partner Katie and I have been together for about 4 years, but for the last year or so we've been umming and ahhing about just, and we were sort of thinking about just chucking it all in, getting little part-time jobs, in a coffee shop, and just renting a little place by the beach and just kind of chilling out.
Living your best life sort of thing.
Yeah, then it kind of, because I've got 4 daughters who are still sort of young, got 3 teenagers. My youngest sort of had a bit of a wobble about me going. My mum had a massive wobble about me going. And so I put it on hold. That was about 4 months ago. So she's been over living in Shanklin for the last 4 months or so. But now she's we're about to get a 2-bedroom place together, right on the beach. The front garden, literally from the front door, you could throw a stone into the sea.
Fantastic.
So, going to see how it goes.
Good luck to you, mate.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, all I will say is make sure she's got some fucking decent internet.
All I will say is make sure she's got some fucking decent internet. Because if she doesn't, then she's going to be
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think the internet's all good. The mobile phone signal
I'll be back on.
rubbish.
I'll just be back on in a moment. I won't be.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, because you're on an island, they'll say, yeah, you've got gigabit broadband, and you'll find that it's still fucking dial-up from the 90s.
Absolutely, the mobile phone signal can be like that on the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so
it should be okay.
So at the moment, I live in the middle of absolutely nowhere. I have to drive 6 miles.
Oh, my bloody mic's muted, that's why no one can hear me.
And, yeah, I'm going to be living right on the beach.
It's a silly question. What's going to happen with your dad and your daughters then?
My daughters are now, like my 13-year-old who had a wobble before, has suddenly got to that point where she has switched from being like I don't know what, an older child into a young teenager kind of thing.
Yeah.
So she's not so bothered about her dad now,
yeah.
You know, and all that kind of stuff. And like literally, if I needed to get back from the Isle of Wight, it's like 20 minutes to the ferry, an hour on the ferry, or half an hour on the Red Jet, and you're in Southampton, which is 20-25 minutes from where they live. So it's not, you know,
that's not too bad then.
But you know, I mean, I've worked my arse off in the NHS for the last 22 years. I'm gonna, you know, give it another go if I get this job. It's a brand new service. It's like they're setting it up for educational psychology for obviously teenagers and young people with mental health issues. And
you're going to be guinea pigs for the next wave of COVID or whatever, innit?
So yeah, it'll be. But yeah, at the moment, because it's been such a sudden turnaround, you know, a week ago, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, where I was going to live, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so Katie and I are all back on. And, but she is a lot more adult than I am. You know, she loves her gaming, she likes to drink now and again, and she's a good laugh. But when it comes to, like, professionalism, she's much more grown up and adult than I am. You know, being a doctor, obviously, being a GP, she has to be like that with her work. But she's cool, you know, she's got purple hair, she's got lots of witchy tattoos and all of that sort of stuff, so... Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, she's, you know, when she was at university, actually, she bred a new species of snake. Yeah. So yeah, she's so much cooler than I am. You know, I do wonder sometimes. You know, what the hell do you see in me?
Are you sure she's not an actual witch?
Well, she does have. I mean, she's got a cauldron.
No, it's Hermione.
You know, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This is like Hermione, but like after the emo phase, kind of.
Do you know, I've always wanted to meet a woman called Hermione, and I never have.
When I first seen that Harry Potter thing, and I first read somebody called Hermione was in it, I always thought her name was Hermione.
Hermione.
Because I've never heard that name before. It's just like, what's your name? Who the fuck is Hermione? It's like saying who the fuck is Alice, but it's a bit posher, or a bit more sort of gothic, you know.
You're sat there reading it, and in your head, Hermione's fucking C-3PO, but in Hogwarts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Somebody's called Jabba the Hutt in there. Or was that the wrong film? I'm not sure. But
right, ready to rock and roll, peeps.
Yeah. You know, funnily enough, I listened to that song the other day on YouTube. Is it Smokey? Needles and Pins? Is that the Alice? Who the fuck is Alice?
But
it's impossible to listen to that song without singing,
saying it.
Who the fuck is Alice? And yeah, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Used to bad words.
Yeah, don't say Alice. Don't say Alice. Don't say Alice. Don't say Alice.
It's a shame.
What now? Diva did not start.
Do we need to do a restart, or are we?
No, Christ,
sure?
no.
Any damage?
I was thinking of not any
No,
Diva,
it's probably just put a mark on me paintwork, so no, we're all good.
Okay. And also,
well, thank you
suspension.
Anyway.
If the suspension wasn't right on Z's car.
So far. Oh god, T-jam off onto the grass. I don't know if it's lag or he wants to put the car into a drift because he can't drive in a straight line.
No, the car wasn't going to stop in time, so I was just like, gonna have to.
Cold hard tyre, yeah. Cold tyres. Cold tyres on the first lap. Braking zones are always dodgy. Just be careful.
Oh no, I hate that because I'm like right behind Graham and I can't see anything apart from the back of Graham's car. Like, it's so easy to miss your braking point or anything.
Racing standards, lad, come on.
Do what?
Don't like it.
Well, at least this time it's not going to rain.
I was driving trainers on, to be honest with you. But...
I'm trying to find the perfect pair of racing socks for a long time.
Yeah, racing socks, why not?
I tried totes, I thought they'd be great, but they're really not because they stick to the pedal.
I've just got an old pair of Puma suedes on, mate. Do you like a retro pair of Pumas?
Nice. Yeah, I've got a retro pair of Slazenger.
Slazenger.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Greg. Do you know, I'm the worst kind of racer. I think I can go for a move, so I half go for it and then think, oh no, I can't, so I try and pull out and then usually get it wrong.
Yeah. So procrastination's a strong point, is it, mate?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, really, maybe. I'm not quite sure, really, you know.
Sorry, I had to fill my brother's bloody water bottle up.
Do you know, because I've been working from home as a mental health practitioner since 2020.
Yeah.
And after lockdown, we really noticed a massive spike in, obviously, people suffering from anxiety, social anxiety, find it difficult to leave the house. Obviously, during lockdown, they thought all their Christmases come at once, a lot of people. And then a lot of people who never had an issue working, suddenly working from home full time, suffering from procrastination. Putting off work, they're sitting at home all day. Oh, this doesn't have to be done to the end of the week. I'll sit and, play PlayStation all day. And, and it becomes, the more you do it, the easier it gets. And
well, I work in schools, and a lot of the teachers that because I work predominantly with Year 5 and Year 6,
right?
But predominantly, a lot of teachers have said to us when we go into the schools to do what we do, they say, well, they've missed out on so much social, for want of a better word, socialising.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They said it's really affected a lot of kids' development, and we're seeing way more diagnoses now of, like, on the spectrum, ADHD, ADD, autism, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether that's been caused by that or whether it was always there and it's just manifested itself more as the kids have spent more time alone, if you like.
But there's definitely been a shift since lockdown. Definitely.
Yeah.
But
do you think that's down to better diagnoses, or do you think that's just down to circumstance?
I think it's a combination of both. I think there's some people, sort of chain of thought that say that labels get put on things too easily these days.
Yeah.
A lot. And one of the things that can be difficult, obviously, if a child gets a label of something or other, then that can really mess with their psyche.
Yeah. Yeah.
When actually they're not. There's nothing wrong with them at all. They just might be in an environment which isn't great for them, or they're just being a normal kid. It's tricky.
Well, they have ups and downs like everybody else, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the sort of patients that I used to dread the most, in a semi-serious kind of way, was I'd see my clinic sheet and there'd be like a 17-year-old who's got social anxiety, and I thought, oh, for Christ's sake, and you just spend pretty much the whole session just like normalising it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people feel anxious because they're not willing to accept feeling anxious. because at the end of the day, you know, it's just a feeling. It's how you kind of interpret the sensations and what you think's going to happen.
Yeah, but I will say as well, alongside that, it's a feeling that a lot of the time is just basically, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not ignored, just dismissed almost. Everybody has it. Everybody gets upset about something. You know, it's almost like people are sort of brushing it off the shoulder and saying, just get on with it, you know.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, anxiety is very difficult to ignore. It's nature's way of telling you that you're in danger. You know, if you
flight reflex.
Yeah, the closer, you know, if you're near a cliff edge, for example, the closer you get to the edge of the cliff, the greater the risk of you falling off. So the more anxious you're going to feel, and you know, it's very difficult to ignore those feelings. But when you feel like you might be about to fall off the edge of a cliff when you're just in Sainsbury's, that's something, you know, obviously that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mind, you know, it's like we describe people as being like an aircraft security machine sometimes, and people who, you know, become very anxious in situations where there is no kind of real threat or danger. You can never guarantee anything, but, you know, it's difficult to manage because it's, as I say, it's nature's way. When every sort of cell in your body is tricking you into thinking that you're actually going to die if you don't do something about it. And then obviously your thoughts can run wild. People start panicking that they're going to faint or that they're going to throw up or this is going to happen or that's going to happen. And then, of course, they get more worried about that, which increases the anxiety. And it can lead to a panic attack. And a full-blown panic attack is one of the worst things ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's the kind of fear of what's going to happen, and you know, people underestimate their ability to cope and overestimate the threat or danger. So let's say, you know, you're sat in a barber chair, you're worried about passing out. That starts to become a real anxiety and then panic. Because obviously the more that you think about it and worry about it happening, the more anxious you're going to feel, which means to you the more likely it's going to happen. So of course, one of the things that you can do is just not go to the barber shop, so you get instant relief because you don't put yourself in a situation which then makes it more difficult for you to go out the next time. People can think, well, the only reason that something bad didn't happen was because I didn't go. If I'd have gone, it definitely would have happened. And then, you know, but let's say, you know, you're sitting in the barber shop, let's say, you know, you pass out, okay? So the barber thinks, oh my God, he's passed out. So, you know, he's going to look after you, try and get you round, call an ambulance, whatever. And, you know, you'll find that in that situation, oh, I did cope. Oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, people fear whatever it is, something bad happening, which is why people avoid stuff. And then they can believe that the only reason it didn't happen was because they avoided, and that's what leads to avoidance. And then it becomes a vicious circle.
It's isn't it? They say it's 3 things you can touch, 1 thing you can smell, 1 thing you can look at. It's something like that, isn't it? Isn't it that like a coping mechanism?
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
Coping technique?
Yes.
Distract your brain from it.
There's something called mindfulness, which is very similar to that. So if you're feeling anxious, or this more is with intrusive thoughts or you know, negative thoughts, if you're, say, doing a washing up, you acknowledge the thoughts and then you just kind of say, okay, stop. And then you kind of look out the window, you focus on what you can see out the window. You focus on how the plates feel on your hands. You focus on the temperature of the water. You focus on how the floor feels under your feet. You know, and so what you're doing is because what the problem is, when people feel really anxious, they want the feeling to go away. So that's all they're focusing on. And what we try to do is shift that focus to thinking, okay, control your breathing. Controlling the breathing is the absolute first thing. You know, the advice when you hear people say take deep breaths if you're anxious, that is the absolute last thing you want to do. because when you're anxious, as BSF said, it's an excess of adrenaline. Fight or flight response kicks in. So all of the blood rushes away from your stomach, which is why you feel nauseous when you're really anxious, because the blood goes to your big muscles to get you ready to run or to fight if you need to. And this is a response that, you know, we had in the caveman days. You know, you walk around a corner, see a saber-toothed tiger in front of you. You've got two options. You fight the thing and kill it before, or you run for your life. So hence why the anxiety, you know, fight, flight response evolved, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, and it's a focus on what you need to do to actually make it go away, rather than worrying that the symptoms are going to get so bad that you won't be able to cope with them. And, you know, it's going to be a disaster. So,
well, can I just ask something about that? What if the situation that gives you... No, this is wrong. Sorry, let me say this again. What if the anxiety is brought on by a preconceived idea of what's happened before that has actually happened? Does that make sense?
Absolutely. So I had a patient who was unable to go out to a restaurant because they'd been out to a restaurant and a big fight broke out and it was nasty. And you know, if I get, you know, so the thought of going to a restaurant, being in a restaurant, just brought back memories of that happening again. I don't want to be in that situation. You know, it was a nightmare. So in that case, you know, you can never say to someone, well, you know, it's, you know, go out to dinner, you know,
again, watch out.
It's not going to happen. You know, it's very unlikely, blah blah blah. But people don't believe that, you know.
Yeah.
Which is understandable if you have a horrendous experience, but again, a lot of it can be about normalising it for someone. You know, how do you think you should have felt after seeing that? Do you think that feeling freaked out and anxious is normal? And they're like, well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, of course it's a normal response. You know, and how was it for you last time? Yeah, it was unpleasant. You know, I felt a bit unsafe, but, you know, the situation was resolved and, you know, we walked away and we were safe. Not a very nice situation at all. Totally unexpected. You know, what is the likelihood of that happening again? It is unlikely. So the way we worked with it was something called an exposure therapy. So, you know, the first stage might be going to a restaurant and just walking past it. You know, once you that makes you feel less anxious, then the next stage would be to just kind of go in, have a look at the menu and walk out again, you know, and just gradually expose yourself to the anxiety. Go in, check out the menu. Okay, yeah, I feel more comfortable about this now. So the next stage is what? Go in and just have a coffee. Sit by a table by the door so you can get out if you need to. And just gradually expose the person to what they feel anxious about until they can go and sit in the restaurant and have something to eat and feel okay. It's kind of accepting that something bad can happen, but it's very unlikely.
It's a bit like using it's a bit like using snake venom as an antibody, if you see what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exposure is the best way. You know, they used to use a technique years ago called flooding, where you know, not surprisingly they don't use this technique anymore. But let's say somebody's got a phobia of spiders. So the technique would be to put them in a bathtub and just dump a whole load of spiders over them and get them to just stay in the bathtub until the anxiety goes away.
Ironically, we still do that in the army to a certain extent.
Yeah, and that technique is fantastic in some circumstances, but because of the way the world is now, you know, you just can't do it.
You have to sign papers to say that if you have a heart attack or anything, it's not your fault. It's a tried and trusted method and all the rest of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the biggest things now with all the techniques that we use. You know, one of the biggest things that we have to tell people is it's all evidence-based.
You all right, David?
Yeah, I am. I'm just waiting till you come round the corner so I don't hit you. Okay. I want to do a bit of a manoeuvre. I spun at the corner because T-Jam had spun at the corner.
Oh, no. Did you?
It's all good, I just didn't want to hit anybody, that was all.
There was no contact, it was just, yeah.
No, it's just, you were just a little in front of me when you span and I sort of followed you off. Because that's the sort of kind of caring, sharing guy I am.
Yeah, very nice. I do love you for that, that's very generous.
Oh, no worries, sorry. I feel like I've bent your ears a bit.
No, actually, it's a very interesting subject because it makes you realise how a potent device like the mind works, because it is a potent device after all, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know, strong anxiety, as I say, is very difficult to ignore. It's nature's way of telling you you're in danger if you don't do something about it. And yeah, when you're feeling like that in Sainsbury's, it is difficult to ignore.
Yeah, especially when you move the spuds near the edge of the White Cliffs of Dover, mate. I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm absolutely terrified of heights, but I love roller coasters.
Yes, if you get into that situation, you would always be trained to do something with your eyes closed. So whether it's strip the weapon down, close your eyes and do your thing with your eyes closed. And because you're taking your shift of focus, what's that?
To your right, Diva.
Right, just shift focus, just to
shift
close
focus.
your eyes,
shift
straight
focus,
across it.
Absolutely.
Shift your focus. It's going to be like a missile now coming down the street.
No, I've done that before in my car in real life, and you know, when you go through a gap that you think, oh my god, that's a bit too narrow, you shut your eyes and actually breathe in. It does make a difference, I swear it does.
You sure you haven't been watching too much Harry Potter with the night bus? You know, that's
Oh, I love that bit. That's excellent when it gets really thin and goes through the gap. I love that bit. Oh, do you know, I tried the battle arena in Hogwarts yesterday, and I managed to make it to the final wave, but I lasted about 40 seconds. I got absolutely killed.
Mullered. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's such good fun. Yeah, it's such a shame that there isn't an online element to that game.
Is it a PlayStation game, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it.
Don't we know it?
I mean, it's fairly easy, you know, but the battles and all that sort of stuff and all of the quests and everything, it's really good fun. But the way that you kind of battle with the spells and potions and all that sort of stuff, it's so satisfying. Yeah, I love it.
Oh, I'm glad you found a game you like that.
Oh,
I find them a bit same. I mean, my go-to is Red Dead. I just like being a cowboy, basically.
Yeah. Oh, I loved the fishing element in that game. That was my favourite.
Fishing, yeah.
My first playthrough, yeah. Trying to catch the legendary fish.
There is a way you can get a fishing rod early doors, so you don't have to do the fishing and men mission. If you go down by the big lake, you know the set where you're at Hilltop Overlook when you're there.
Right.
If you go down onto the lake that's quite nearby, there's a fella fishing, and you can shoot him and rob his fishing rod. But the only thing is you can't get any of the bait. So you can't get the lake lure or the river lure. You've got to go in with bread or cheese, and you can only catch little fish. It's a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a little bit dumb.
Okay, why have you done what is a little bit dumb?
I think I've been dumb. I have. I've been very, very dumb.
Well, we'll share.
I didn't put the tyre usage back on after the first race.
Well, I'm on softs and I'm going to be pitting shortly anyway, so I'm going to make sure I use all three. So.
I'm going to say don't bother because I can't police it. There won't be any penalties regardless.
You sure? Because I don't mind adhering to it. I will, you know, go.
I've literally just noticed because it's just flicked up when T-Jam went in the pits. There was no mandatory sign flashing. I was like, oh, you're a fucking dickhead.
I won't hold it against you, mate.
Because what I do is, what I did last week was I forgot to turn it off in the first race, so you all had a minute penalty. This week I've turned it off and forgot to put it back on.
Don't do that.
Fucking dumbass. Right, well, just use what you've got and just go. Doesn't make a difference. Everybody's in the same place.
I mean, that's on 12. Right, I'm going to go until
What you are going to have to do is the fuel and shit, so that's alright.
Oh, I still have to fuel.
Whoa, here comes Cuban cheese.
Oh, no. Bollocks, sorry. God, that's got to be a penalty. Yeah, I thought so.
Who's moaning?
Lots of penalties.
Yes.
No!
Good save.
Well,
Good save.
Shouldn't really have gone off, should I suppose?
His tyres are getting warm.
Potentially, mate, yeah. I wanted to stay out until 30 minutes to see how many laps I'd done to give me an idea of how much more fuel to put in, if you see what I mean. And I was going to change my tyres at the same time.
I was so impressed with T-Jam going through the gap then that I forgot to brake.
Right, you're at 50%, which is 20 minutes. You've got 40 minutes to go, so it's going to be a full tank.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. So I think I might just go and do that now. And you sure about the tyres, yeah?
Yeah, just go on whatever you choose.
Okay. Thank you.
Because, yeah, it's... I literally just noticed it when T-Jam hit it, nothing flashed up. I was like, oh shit. Too late, so...
That was a bloody good overtake by me.
I'm just going to go for mediums because I quite like mediums anyway.
Bit of mediums. Thing is, your lap times are all within half a second to a second of the leader.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So depending on who was leader that lap, you're about half a second faster.
All right. Coming out the pits.
Yeah,
Well, I've gone for mediums, and I quite like mediums, so.
I like. So looking at the back of your car, because you got nabbed on the start line there, looks like you got a jizz mark right on the back bumper.
Quite possibly, mate. People do get a bit excited by a Ferrari, don't they? So.
It's just a white splatter on one quarter panel.
Is that where it was hit, was it?
What are you missing out, mate?
Right on the right rear bumper.
I'll have a look at that.
Oh, here we go. Oh, the pit stops are coming now.
Oh, controversial.
You won't be. I was going to say you'll still be last.
I don't think I'll get round.
Yeah, you'll still be last, but not by a long way. Go on, keep going.
No, I'm just looking at the mark.
Oh no!
Oh, what happened?
Who's killed him?
I just got pulled to the outside. I thought I'd leave it in 6th and coast round, but yeah, it didn't work.
You're in the same boat as what Diva was in.
But I'm going to pit. I was going to pit next lap anyway for tyres.
Well, hopefully, if my tyres last, I shouldn't have to pit again because I should have enough fuel. So.
You might need a splash and dash depending on how the boost is your fuel catching up. But
there's a turn there.
A little splash and dash with like 10 minutes to go.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Should be good. But all the top 3 are in the same boat. Once that all sorts itself out. Oh, jeez, I really need a pee.
Oh, that's harsh.
Whoa, what was that for?
I took too much of the curb going through I never know what what's the chicane called?
Ascari.
Ascari, yeah, that's it. I thought I always try and work to the thing that if you got 2 wheels on at least a little tiny bit of the track, you're okay, but it doesn't always work.
On the black stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So somebody was picking up like a 6-second penalty going through there in practice.
Right, sorry fellas, when I come out the pits I'm going to have to put it on auto drive. I'm desperate for a wee. I won't be long.
Go for it. Go for it. Alright, while you're doing that and you're doing that, I'm gonna do the same.
You can try. You can try, mate.
This is your first pit stop, Jay, or second? Yeah. I've stayed out for about 22 minutes on the softs. And then I've just gone on some mediums now. I just like the way mediums handle.
Oh, I'm gonna have to pit this lap.
Or
one's that grip.
I did the first race on the hard tyres, actually.
Oh, that's better. My bladder's not going to explode. Oh.
Saved it, saved it.
Is Larson back yet, or is he still on?
No, I'm here. Sorry. Yeah, just come back. Oh, no, thanks for that. Yeah, it was one I made, a little while ago now.
So, the luxuries of being an old man is you peel a lot more, so it comes out faster.
Oh, God,
still have a huge bladder.
I do that 4 times in the night.
Away, going, fucking hell, is this going to end?
Yeah, that Naked Gun sketch. Everybody remember that?
Oh yeah, when he's plugged into the microphone.
Oh, killed me.
Have you seen that thing on YouTube? There's like a short on YouTube of like this guy and his girlfriend. They're in there. They've got an ensuite, and he goes into the loo for a wee. She can't see him, but we can see him and her. But he's got this massive container of water, and he just like does it as if he's going for a wee, hitting the water. But it just goes on and on and on, and she gets like more and more curious as it goes on. It's really funny.
And he'll play the occasional fart noise or
yeah, excellent. I have to be careful watching YouTube shorts though, because I scroll up and suddenly I've been doing it for an hour.
Doom scrolling. Doom scrolling.
Yeah. I'll sit there and I'll realise that I've just spent 5 minutes watching somebody, pour a big metal ball into a hot pool of something or other, and you watch it steam, or watching stuff on a lathe is one of my favourites. That's so engrossing.
Are doing all the yes. I like watching the old toy cars when they do it with those.
Or if you want.
And the worst thing about it is I actually recognise some of the toy cars, so it's like, oh, we had one of them.
The laser dirt removal.
Oh yes.
That makes such cool noises.
And those machines that can take like trees out of the ground now, they're amazing.
Oh. Okay.
And cooking stuff. Oh no!
There we go. I was gonna say that was nasty, and that being Larson as damage as well is now a safety car. Oh, you kill it! Is that that same curb? You've clipped the curb just as it starts, and it sends the car.
No.
Safety
sometimes
car,
when they
safety
straighten
car.
themselves out, it feels really great, doesn't it?
Probably killed it.
I was going to say you'll get massive vibration with.
I can see.
Oh, you got a G29, but with a special wheel or a different wheel, yeah. Oh, don't crash under the safety car too, John.
I've got one of them half steering wheels. You know, like a GT wheel.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, not GTs in Gran Turismo. I mean GT as in like what McLaren would have in a GT car. I've got one of them. You can get them. What are you on? What have you got at the moment? It's Thrustmaster have you got at the minute? Or?
Sorry, I looked up my phone a bit too long.
Oh,
Jay,
G29.
Mandatory pit and repair,
I'm not sure whether you can change a G29 wheel on that. Has it got with the boss that comes off or not? And shifters, yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, I've got a T300, but I've got the original T300 wheel. I've also got the Sparco suede one. And I've got the add-on GT wheel, like the half wheel.
Whoa, T-Jam, massive lag spike.
I was going to say, it's T-Jam last
Sparco,
at the end of the pit. Yeah, it's fine.
The Sparco wheel is a P310.
You are good to go in 3.
It's flat at the bottom.
2, 1. Green. Go.
Okay. Well, after the race, I'll send you the pic of the wheels I've got.
Sorry.
Is that going to be a safety car again, mate?
Tires. No, I'm going to pit again, and I'll pit again and get rid of these hard tyres.
I was going to say there's only one with damage for a minute. So.
I'll send you a picture after, Jay, with the wheels, and then. But they're quite good because the buttons are mapped. They're not. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but the buttons are mapped. I quite like the Sparco one. I've also got I've got a quick release boss for mine as well. It's somebody made one on Etsy, and it's just like a threaded piece of sort of polycarbonate plastic, and basically it goes on the thread of your wheel, and it locks the wheel on instead of that sort of piddling little locking screw. You know the one I mean? And I'll send you a pic of that as well. They're only about £8, but it makes your wheel dead easy to take on and off. Yeah, that's the trouble.
Do you know what you need to do? Just to make more space. Is tell the missus that you need to build an extension. And if she doesn't go for that, say that you need an underground bunker in the garden.
Yeah, because with what's going on with Mr. Trump, sweetheart, you never know what's going to happen, do you?
Yeah, I'm doing it for the benefit of the family. We've got like a gaming setup, like fucking super high speed, fucking internet and air purifier, bathroom down there and all sorts. No, you have to hardwire it. If you're going
need a train set in the loft.
It's the problem that I've got. I need to drill a hole in my living room wall so I can get the cable through into the bedroom and into the router. Because at the minute I'm getting it to a Wi-Fi extender, which is fine. It's fine because I've got a shit ton on it. But if you've only got one or two things on your network, really, so
I've got a Wi-Fi extender, Jay. It's a lot better. Let me tell you that much, because my router's upstairs and me PlayStation's at the back in the back of the house, sort of thing. And where my router is, I've got like an office. Where my router is like on the other side upstairs of the house. So I put a Wi-Fi extender in. And then I ran a LAN cable after consultation with Mr. Gaming. I ran a LAN cable from the back of the PS into the Wi-Fi extender. And whilst it hasn't increased my speed anymore, it's certainly increased stability.
Yeah.
Because I off Wi-Fi, I'm still running a lobby and chat on a Thursday, and nobody says it's lagging too much.
No, you know that people are lagging. There's a difference.
Yeah, I mean, people are lagging as
their side, not your side.
But I think it's more down to them rather than me, if you see what I mean. So,
well, you've got a 2 megabyte up difference in your increase somehow.
Yeah. I'm supposed to get 58 MPS download speed, and I'm getting about 60, which
I'm
I'll
meant
take
to be
it.
getting about 70 odd, and I get about 10.
What you get upload?
I'm meant to get
probably about 4.
My upload's weird because sometimes it's 18 and other times it's like 12.
Yeah. So upload is the critical thing if you're going to host, because that's all the data coming to you and then going back out to everyone.
Yeah.
If you're not hosting, all you need is download.
Yeah. Well, I think my upload speed is low, but it seems alright.
Yeah,
I think when people have raced on a server I've been on, it seems alright, so I hope.
Anything from about 15 upwards on average is good enough.
Yeah.
And you'll
I guess I'm somewhere around there-ish, should we say.
Yeah. You'll tend to find if you're on 60 download, you'll be about a quarter of it upload.
Right,
unless
okay.
Unless you pay for the special packages, like the fibre stuff where you get it both ways, so 500 both ways or whatever.
Yeah.
Which, like I say, if you can convince your mum to get fibre, the price difference in packages negligible.
Yeah, I'm going to do that next week because I'm on half term next week, so I've got plenty of time to wait half an hour on the phone while I ring up New Delhi or something. So
that's the one thing that fucking annoys me as well is, we've got all British call centres. Yeah, okay.
Why can't I understand you then?
Yeah, well, why does it say that I need to dial a code from Jakarta?
Sorry, mate.
I remember ringing one fella up, and he come on to me. He says, "Oh, good morning." I said, "Yeah, good morning." He says, "Lovely weather you're having in Bristol." So I'm in fucking Chester, mate. Bristol's fucking 200 miles away. What are you on about? And another time, I got a bit naughty with him because I said, I'm thinking of leaving you. I said, I can't be doing with this, and I can't be doing with this, and can't be doing with this. Next minute, hiya, mate, my name's Telly. I believe you're thinking of leaving us. How can I help you? Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see as well.
The thing is, if you do that, they instantly send you to the line manager back in the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just get my manager a minute, and you hear the dial tone, funky music, and then it comes back. Hi, it's Janine. Oh, hi, Janine. I was just talking to your. I was just talking to your colleague, Clanger 0756, and fucking. I mean, TalkTalk are awful. They've got a call centre in South Africa and a call centre in fucking India. So, depending on what time of day you ring up, you just can't.
Yeah, I've had a couple of call centres with South Africans and I couldn't understand a word they were saying.
Yeah.
Because they speak very long bits, you see.
Oh, that was good. That was, 10 out of 10.
Seeing as it sounded like somebody from Cardiff, yeah, I suppose it was alright really, mate, wasn't it? No, one of my cousins is South African and he speaks about 15 different languages. 4 native tongues of Zulu, he speaks Dutch and he speaks Afrikaans and he speaks English.
Bloody hell.
I was like, really? It was apparently Afrikaner and Dutch is very similar.
Okay.
Because a lot of the Boers, they were sort of related to the Dutch when we had the Boer Wars in the early part of last century, so...
Yeah,
Mr. Winston Churchill. Mr. Winston Churchill invented concentration camps, believe it or not. That's where they come from.
Really?
Winston Churchill. Yeah.
That doesn't surprise
We were the
me.
first users of concentration camps in the Boer Wars.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
So,
Right,
without the sort of other side effects that the Germans decided to employ,
Yeah.
Your 10-minute warning till the pit lane closes.
Ooh, right, okay. We've got to think about this now.
Shake and bake.
Oh, I've done it again.
What have you done
that
again?
corner fucking kills me every fucking time. The
it's that silly little Degler 1. Yeah, Degler 1.
Well, you go into the corner and you think you've got round the corner and you feel the front wheel, the wheels going, so you take the power off and snap it back the other way and it just ends up going into the bloody wall.
Yep.
You know.
That's exactly what happened to me.
Oh, he's
it just goes, doesn't it?
That was so close. Jam, mate, you're on a safety car, mate. Jam, you're on a safety car. Right, safety car, safety car.
Oh, it's safety car, sorry.
I'm going in the pits anyway, mate, so I've got to go.
It's fine.
I've got to go and fix my car up.
Everybody's going in. Everybody's going in. To be fair, you must have wiggled about 300, 400 yards then. I've got it! I fucking ain't got it. Oh no.
Sorry, guys, are we using all tyres?
Definitely not going to refuel.
Just use whatever you want, Larson. Everybody's...
No, I can see everyone's on mediums. I haven't used those yet, so I'm going to use those. I've used softs and hards, so yeah, I'll go with 3.
I think everybody's done it technically now anyway. Yeah, safety car. Oh.
I mean, technically, Mr. Gaming, I have used all 3 compounds of tyres because I did use hards to start with in the sprint race. So
I don't know what's just happened, but I think the lobby's about to crash.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now.
And it has.
I was going to say you're bang on 15 minutes. Literally, I've just had a message. Who's getting a phone call?
I was going to say, I keep thinking that's mine.
Not me.
I was literally going to say. I've literally just got a message to say that the network was interrupted.
Really?
Yeah, so... Yeah, no, got to jump back in. I'll literally load back up. Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
well,
that's
we're
fine.
going to do a 15-minute sprint race.
Yeah, literally 15 minutes back in. Did anybody remember the order?
I was first.
I was at the back.
Larson, wicked.
I think I was at the back. I think I was last. For sure.
No, yeah, I was last.
No, you weren't.
Sure
yeah, no, Larson went off like 30 seconds before you.
Yeah, I did, because I overtook you under safety car, so I needed to go back.
Yeah, but then we both went in the pits. Did I come out the pits before you then?
You went into the pits before me, so yeah, I'll come out after.
Did I come out before you?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I was literally just coming out the pits where it said we're going to lose a lobby.
So I was behind you. Yeah, I was behind you then.
Okay, so, right. So beg your pardon then. So that's Mr. Larson, then me.
That's fine. Right. So, fuck. That's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was the phone call interfered with it, because I'd literally just got the message to say that the network has been disturbed, or the network has been interrupted.
Oh.
And then it's giving me, given me a screen from Gran Turismo, and it's literally said trying to find network, and it says, literally you lot just dropped out one by one.
Oh,
and I'm watching.
I've got a call now. Sorry, I've got to take this. Sorry, James.
Yeah, go for it. No worries.
I've just looked at my lobbies friends list, and there's a lobby with Rory, Vicious, Sparks,
Hello.
Heaton.
Hello.
Bloody hell. That's a lobby to stay away from.
Right, okay. Well, this
I don't know if this makes a difference, BSF, but when I go to my lobbies, every single one on the right-hand side where you get the bars, they're all red and all down to 2, every single one. So I don't know if it's my internet.
I don't know.
I'll do a lobby reset.
I can hear a few Chelsea boys around.
Yeah, just do a dingle reset in a sec.
Love it,
it's fine, we'll do it when we'll get everybody in, then we'll do tick in, reset, and then go.
Cool.
Because
fucking hell, mate.
This is going to sound stupid, but that could literally be a mobile signal going off, or it could be something on PD side.
Yeah, I can see it, mate.
It's
I
probably
can see
PD
that.
side, because PlayStation was fine. It was.
It says room is currently unavailable.
I can't remember.
Give it 2 seconds. It's just loading in.
How do you get that pentagon in the middle of the screen where it tells you what the lobby environment is, or the network environment? How do you get that?
Sunderland's playing now, actually, I think.
No, I can't remember.
Alright, try now. You should be able to get in now. Yes.
Sorry, mate, lost you for a minute. Sunderland are just playing now. Alright, mate. I know, it could be frightening, mate.
Yeah, see, I've only got 2 little red bars for your
Leeds winning the league. What
should
could
be
ever
5
go wrong,
green ones.
possibly?
Mine's yellow.
Okay, mate, well, I'm sure you will.
Right. Just
bit of a weird one.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm just trying to find the error code on.
Darth Vader's back.
What? Does anyone know a good IPTV provider?
What's that?
A what's he provider?
An
IPTV, whatever
an
that is.
IPTV.
I've
Is
not
that
heard of
Apple
that.
TV? iPad TV? I don't know.
I mean, Apple TV will just be Apple TV.
Right. Who are we
Oh,
waiting
dodgy
for?
fire sticks.
Okie dokie. Well, this is interesting. Who am I waiting for? Ticking in. Right. You were first. You were second. You were third. You were fourth.
A dodgy fire stick, that's what it means. No, don't
Dodgy
know.
fire stick. Alright, I'll just wait for everyone to get back from phone calls.
I think we are in. I think that's all of us.
You all good? T-Jam.
I'm hither.
Graham's fine because he's sucking down nicotine.
On his
Tomorrow.
air
Larson's
filter.
good. Larson good?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Larson good. Diva, you back from phone call?
After Diva.
No, Diva's not back from phone call. That's fine. Go a little bit.
Slacking.
That's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Don't stress. Right, in that case, everybody check your tyres and then do a data reset. Make sure you got whatever tyres you want on for the last 15 minutes because likelihood is you won't need a pit stop.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Who's in a wind tunnel? So sex toys that Jay's got it under the table.
It's probably BSF's cat snuggling him, and it's making a noise in the microphone. He's just not
No,
admitting it.
they've ran away. They're going to get their tea.
Oh, yeah.
One of them's just got a cut on the nose today, and she's just been all sleepy. So,
What'd she do? Poke her nose into a bush? Get a thorn or something?
I've just been corrected. The cats are not mine. They are everybody else's cats, not my cats. I'm not allowed a cat. They play with me. They live in my house. They puke on my carpet.
Yeah.
Put holes in my sofa.
Sorry, gents. That was my friend Rob with a very boozy call from outside the Acropolis because he's in Panathinaikos to watch Chelsea tomorrow night.
Oh,
Ooh, very nice.
I'm in Chelsea. I'm fucking pissed. We're going to do this tomorrow. Okay, Rob.
I'm say, fucking EU roaming charges, mate. He's got a £50,000 bill when he gets home.
Yeah, Rob can probably handle that, mate. I think.
Alright, let's everyone do a data reset if you haven't already.
Yes, sir.
And then,
done
if
like
you're
30.
ready to go, I'll start it up in 3 seconds.
Yes, I am ready. Just do a
2,
reset
ready.
now.
Does T-Jam want to put on soft tyres, even it out?
Put on whatever tyres you want. Check them now before you go.
I was just thinking we're all on softs except for T-Jam's on mediums, but
Yeah, I'm good to go.
yeah, cool.
Cool.
I'm good to go, mate.
Yeah, I'm
Roger
good.
that.
Yeah, me too.
Good luck, everybody.
Okay,
Alan,
okay.
it's just a 15-minute lobby now, is it?
Yeah, the last 15 minutes.
Okay.
In the order
Perfect.
that you were going into the pits, because that was the last time I
Perfecto.
saw it.
Perfecto, perfecto. Thank you.
I was going to say, I can't say who came out of the pits because it was
No,
everybody.
I think
dropped
we
off.
did it, mate, aren't we? So
Yep, that's good. All good.
Alright, just be careful and just be wary of lag then. Got a steep. Oh,
bloody hell.
I was... Is it
alright now? Okay.
Is that a data feed? Is that like a cable? Or is that Wi-Fi?
It's the cable fed, aren't they? They go into USB slot.
Yeah. Strange. Like, silly question. Have you put it in like the USB 2 port at the front and it should be in a USB 3 at the back? So it's in a USB 2 port? Okay.
No, because there's a USB-C port at the front as well, because you used to use that for...
Yeah, so...
Because you use that for charging, don't you? So...
Yeah, that's a USB 2 port, and then you've got a USB 3 port at the back.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a C connection. I think it's the older shaped one.
It's a USB 3. It's a blue one.
Yeah, it's a USB 3, but it's oh god, I've done it again. No, it's a
not
USB
3. It's USB 3, not C.
Yeah, the USB 3s are at the back of the PlayStation. You're right. But where the VR plugs into, where the VAR, of course I've got that on the brain, where the VR plugs into, on the front of the PlayStation, you plug into the USB-C slot, which is the same slot as what the hand controller plugs into if you use it that way when you're charging
it. That's shit. I'm just reading it. It's the so it cut. Okay.
It's a bit of a nuisance because I thought because you already had a USB-C slot that would be used for your controller, that they would have put another one in, like they put two USB 3s at the back.
Right, now I'm definitely on my left here.
It's not
okay, so the VR2 is literally, that's a known issue. It will just spaz out when the PlayStation switches from input to output mode.
Yeah, but it's alright now, I take it. Graham, yeah?
That's annoying.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
why not have a dedicated input port?
Yeah, why not? Indeed, because surely they knew they were going to make one. Like, I mean, they knew they were going to make a VR2 headset that would connect with a USB-C connector, so why not put more on the actual PlayStation?
Yeah. And now you've just released a Pro model that's got exactly the same.